She has all of her personal children's pictures on a public lobby countertop facing the lobby. Now, I understand that people that work in jobs have cubicles and they'll bring pictures in and so forth, and they'll keep them in their cubicle. I understand that. But to post family pictures on a public lobby countertop facing the lobby, it makes no sense. So she didn't like the camera filming those, and she came out very aggressive and started grabbing them, and told me I must come away from her desk. I must come away from her desk. Those were her words. So she left, and then the city manager, I didn't know who came out because I asked them. They told me who they were. It was the city manager, Greg, and the finance manager, Joe. And I asked them if they would please identify her because of what just happened. And they would not give me her name. And they would not provide me with a business card. They claimed they would give me a business card, but if you saw the video, you could see they were stonewalling, and at no time did I get a business card or her name. It was indicated to me that I have to go through you to get a employee's name to file a complaint. And I know that is not true. So I am here now to file a complaint about the unprofessional behavior, being a public official, getting tax dollars by the public. There's no reason for her to act that way to a person just coming in and asking a question.
Need to skate.
So if you don't mind, let me go
182.
check my notes.
Go ahead.
Make sure I understand and got what you were talking about.
Sure.
So you were in the city manager's
No,
office.
now
and you
California.
The lobby.
I'm sorry, the city manager's office lobby. And you wanted to ask questions about two of the pictures that were not labeled.
Correct.
And when you asked if you could ask the
STB
questions,
News first.
you said the employee replied no. And then
So we're here
asked,
making a complaint.
And then I think if I got the notes right, you indicated she acted in an unprofessional manner at that point.
Right.
Thank you for the likes.
She asked me, I don't know what your intent is here. And I said, my intent is to ask you a question about the two pictures. And that didn't help. Even when I explained it again, she could care less.
And then you indicated she had some photos on the counter now.
Personal photos of children
And,
facing the lobby on the public counter.
and then you indicated the employee didn't like the photos being filmed. She came out, grabbed the photos, and made comments to you about come away from my desk.
Correct.
All right.
Twice.
And then you said Greg and Joe came out, and you indicated they refused to give you the employee's name and or her business card.
Correct.
Okay. Are there any other details that you would like to share, or?
I think that's pretty much it. It's just that there's no reason for them to not give me that. That's a violation of the California Public Records Act, that if something is readily available and accessible, it must be given immediately. Now, I understand that if somebody comes in to make a public records request, you guys have up to 10 days to respond, and then you can take another 14 days to do the research and so on, but those are for things that aren't readily accessible.
Well, I'm here to take the personnel complaint.
Right.
And if there's any other details that you'd like to add to the personnel complaint, I'm happy to take those details.
I think that's pretty much it. Just a couple things I want to bring out. When I talked to Joe, we tried to get back into the office, and she locked the door. She wouldn't allow him back in, nor myself, and it was still during business hours. So Joe, I said, you've got to get me in there. I want to see if she's got a business card. And he says, well, I don't know what you want me to do, break the door down? I mean, that kind of statement is ridiculous. So I said, well, there's got to be another way to get into this room. And he says, well, I don't know. And as I'm saying that, you can see employees are coming out a side door. I said, Joe, just go out the side door here. I knocked, and sure enough, we saw her go to open the door. She opened the door, and Joe went in, and then he let me in. And then I left. One other thing I want to mention that I didn't bring up is that in the initial encounter where Joe and Greg met me, I was filming in the lobby, and I went down by the public, I was in the hallway, and Joe told me that I'm not allowed to go film in that room. There's a room right off of the hallway there, and I said, well, I'm not going in the room. He says, that's a secure area, and I said, but I'm in a lobby. I can film anything I want from a public lobby. And so he tried to tell me something that was not true. And then by the time, I must have been here, I don't know, 40 minutes. By the time it was all over, he did admit that I can film in a public lobby, and I can film through a door from a public lobby. So, you know, at least he got educated on that. But, you know, the thing is, I didn't come in here to create drama, to impede business. And the way I was treated as a person is really incredible when you've got a public official here making over $100 grand a year and acting the way she did to me. You know, those jobs are probably, you know, if I could get $100 grand a year for insulting people, sign me up.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about Joe as well. Or is there any other details you want to share with regard to your experience here?
Well, Greg mentioned to me also, he says, you know,
We're here backing up
when
fellow
she was
auditors.
slamming the doors, I said to Greg, I don't know what her problem is. He says, well, you know, some people are uncomfortable being in front of a camera. But the issue is, yeah, people can be uncomfortable,
There's
but
no
I wasn't
California
even
came
filming
here
her when I
and
was
they
talking to her.
disrespected him.
So she's not uncomfortable
So now we're
in front of
making
a
a formal
camera. She's
complaint.
just been uncomfortable being around a camera and probably never should go to a photo
When
studio.
he came alone. Now we're all together.
But, you know, to act that way is just highly unprofessional. It makes the city look bad. It makes the city look bad, and that's not what I'm trying to do, but unfortunately,
Thank you.
this is where we're at now. So, tell me what happens now.
Well, what happens now is I will take this personnel complaint.
Right.
Personnel items are private and confidential. We'll review that information.
Right.
And I apologize, you mentioned, actually, I apologize, and I didn't write a note down. So this was filmed. Did it get posted to a website?
Yeah,
Okay. Is there a place where I can see what was posted?
sure, it's on there. It's on YouTube.
Where on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. If you just type in El Segundo City Hall,
Okay.
it should, First Amendment audit. It might come up there.
Okay. First Amendment?
Yeah, I don't know if it says First Amendment, but if it just says El Segundo City Hall, rude public employee,
Okay, okay.
something of that nature. Or if you just typed in First Amendment audit, El Segundo City Hall, it'll come.
Okay, so as part of this personnel complaint, we'll take a look at that YouTube posting as
Yeah,
well.
that's
right?
fine.
As you indicate, some of that was filmed.
The entire episode was filmed.
And we'll take a look at that.
Appreciate it.
And, but as I mentioned, personnel complaints are private and confidential.
Right, you're not gonna disclose
We
what,
will not disclose any disposition of that in any manner, but I will call you and contact you back regarding the closeout of the investigation.
okay.
So is there a place where I can get a hold of you?
Sure, you can reach me at newsnow,
News now,
Cali,
Cali,
at gmail.com.
okay. And I'm gonna repeat that. News now, Cali, C-A-L-I, all one word.
newsnowcali@gmail.com. If you want to see the intensity of 2 minutes of what transpired, we can show it to you right now.
Okay, I'll watch it as part.
Title of the video so you can find it.
Yeah, no, I thank you for that, but I'll look at the whole video.
Okay.
As we get that title. El Segundo City Hall, California Public Record. Is there anything after the R, is it DS or
Act.
Public Records Act, okay, give me one second.
Making up excuses.
Okay,
Generally, it takes, what, 2 weeks?
and I'm sorry, that was the YouTube title?
Yes.
Thank
You
you.
just go to YouTube, hit the search, type in the
Okay,
title.
thank you.
You'll see the video pop up.
Daniel,
Thank you, bro.
time frame 2 weeks?
Appreciate you, Grim.
My name's David, not Daniel.
Daniel, 2 weeks, no, sorry.
It's all right, it's still David.
You can call me Shirley.
That's okay, I'm still gonna call you Phil. I'm not gonna put a time frame on it, I've
Okay.
gotta see what
That's
all
fine.
the details are.
Fine,
I mean, I'm taking a personnel complaint.
that's fine. I was just curious.
Yeah, but we'll deal with this as quickly as we can. The YouTube video exists, the information is there, right? And then once we close that out, I will go
Good
ahead
deal.
and
Good
send you
deal.
that notice.
Good deal. Okay, appreciate it. You're a hard guy to get a hold of. Thanks, David. Look forward to hearing from you. Yeah,
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happened. Human resources, employees, only beyond this point. We have SUV News First right here that invited me to this powwow.
Yeah, you're always invited to my house.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Blowing it up like this, beyond.
You see how the City Hall water case, should we challenge it? Does it taste like crap?
So that's how they do it, man. They won't disclose the findings, you know, so they can get away with that.
Exactly. Yep, see? So you guys saw it here first.
You know, and
All right,
it's
let's hit the mayor's office.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go back and hit the mayor.
We have San Joaquin right here, getting us 360. You know, Nate the Skate, reporting. 182, ladies and gentlemen. Support Nate the Skate. Tulare County Cop Watch right here.
Look what they put here. This just went up.
Casey Camera Boy.
Did that lock just go in too?
No, that lot was there.
So don't forget to subscribe to all these channels that bring you the contents, the real,
I
not
don't
watered
check that
down.
sign.
How'd you get in there?
I just walked right in, dude.
It was open or?
Yeah, it was just open when I walked in. No, I
City
just
of
pulled
El
down.
Segundo.
So they put this
We're gonna
sign
see the
in
little
after now.
parody
I
here.
would have seen that sign.
Well, I'm sure you got the window on the picture in your video, right?
Yeah, you could look at it now, man. So.
Keeps on going.
Only beyond this point. So, you cannot walk in as a public person into the mayor's office. I used to be able to. When I came here, I did, but doesn't it seem odd that you can't go into the lobby of the mayor's office?
Employees beyond this point. Finance Department, Treasury Department. Look at guys. This municipality is doing all this. So be safe and stay vigilant and bring you the next one.
Bill.